In 1968, the first People's Mercedes was launched. Stroke 8, named in reference to its debut year, was an entirely new concept. The cars, internally called W114 and W115, won the hearts of the customers, and about 2 million units left the assembly line, as much as the total Mercedes-Benz production sum from 1945 until 1968. The plain body shape and the technical innovations responded to the customer's needs. The chassis was noticeably restructured. Additionally, Stroke 8 was supplied with a new rear axle, dubbed the diagonal swing axle, which allowed safe road handling. Regarding safety, W114 and W115 were manufactured with 4 disc brakes, today a worldwide standard. The original model variations of the range included 6 types, from the 200D with a 55 horsepower 4-cylinder diesel engine to the 250 with a 130 horsepower 6-cylinder carburetor engine. The superior Type 250 was easily distinguishable by its outer appearance. It was the only one with a double-bar front bumper. All diesel and gasoline-fueled 4-cylinders were assigned to the 115 series, and all 6-cylinders to the 114 series. The interior of this small Mercedes was plain, but enriched with numerous novelties, attributing to a pleasant drive, like the center console. During the 1973 revamping, the safety of W114 and W115 was enhanced. The range featured a number of details previously introduced with the SL and SLC types and the S-Class. Interior-controlled wing mirrors, dirt-repellent decorative screens at the A-pillars in order to keep the side windows clean in bad weather, molded dirt-repellent rear lights, and drip molding at the back window. From March 1973 on, headrests and automatic seat belts in the front became standard in the series provisions. During development, new trials in active and passive safety were performed. Another novelty was wipers on the front lights. And already then, Mercedes-Benz began testing a phenomenal invention, the airbag. The improved models had also been visually adapted to fit the appearance of the S-Class. The radiator grille was lower and wider. The side ventipanes were removed. The license plate Orifix was attached onto instead of below the bumper, and the trunk handle altered. Also, the front end edge matched its older brother's outfit. Types 250 to 280E lost their front double bumpers, just like the coupe models. The visually upgraded Types 280 and 280E were the only sedans of the model range that kept the rear bumper. In the course of a makeover in autumn 1973, 2 new 4-cylinder engines were installed. Type 240D was the top of the diesel model range, while Type 230.4 replaced the 220. The 4 in the type designation of the new 230 was necessary to avoid confusion with the original 230, which additionally had a 6-cylinder motor and was still available as Type 230.6. In July 1974, the model range was once more enhanced. Type 240D 3.0 was introduced to the world as the first 5-cylinder diesel, whose engine could produce 80 horsepower. In the context of the time, an extraordinary achievement. Apart from the Stroke 8 sedans, a coupe variant was introduced, a complete novelty in the mid-range. First serialized were types 250C and 250CE, followed by types 280C and 280CE. The Stroke 8 coupes entered the market with the superior engine of the six-cylinder sedans. Design and accessories were first matched to the sedans, and in the 70s, they corresponded more and more with that of its older brother, the SLC coupe. In January 1976, the successors of Series 114 and 115 appeared on the stage. Series 123, which was already being manufactured. Production of the Stroke 8 types did not stop immediately, but was continued until December 1976, so that both series were produced in unison for about a year. Types 250 to 280E and the coupes were all discontinued separately between June and September 1976. To date, the W114 and W115 still exhibit consistent high-quality workmanship, even after so many years. A wear-and-tear car for daily use that has retained its allure for fans and collectors all over the world.